Welcome back to the Extreme Festival of Motorsport. The sun is shining, the crowds have turned up, and this is one of the reasons why. It's the GNA Transport Extreme Supercars, and some of the fastest, brightest, and most expensive cars have made their way out onto the Killarney racetrack. Dave Peterson, these are what the crowd have come out to see, these beautiful cars racing out on track.
This is what they are waiting for these cars to get out there. But I must say the Western Province Motorsport Club have really gone to town this weekend. They've got the crowds out here. They've got pit walks going on. People are able to get access to these beautiful cars and the drivers, of course, to see what's going out on the track. Into first race action, down into turn one. Marcel Angel in the Ferrari. We're looking for Charles Arungis. Rob, he started at the back of the grid on purpose. He wants to make a race of it.
Oh, he's got a lot of work to do to get ahead of 17 big GNH Transport supercars, but he's got the track to do it here on the inside. And how's that? The BMW of Davy Olivier right in the mix there with the more expensive, luxurious cars.
Jono Dutoy out on the outside in the silver Ferrari. Let's not forget, he's lying second in this GNH Transport Supercars Championship at the moment. They're mixing it up with the Porsches. That is Dino Scribanti. He's in the white and orange Porsche. Right behind them, we see Ricky Jonacaro and Blundell. And Jimmy Jonacaro had to start from the pit lane in his Ferrari.
I was just about to say, watch him come through the field. He's already made up a couple of places, so he's coming steaming through, as is that man, Charles Arungis, in the car. We go on board with him, just using the power of that Aston Martin down the back straight. He'll be loving driving this car around the Killarney track.
Lap record pace for these cars. They're down into the low 1 minutes. That's what they're doing during practice. And look at that Aston Martin. Oh, and you've got a spinner right away. It's one of the Jonacaros has gone out. That's the Z4 BMW, car number 15. That is Johnny Jonacaro. And what a great shot as these cars come past the pits. Davy Olivier is having a fantastic run in the baby Beamer.
He is. He's right up there in second place now. Marcel Angel not too comfortable out front at the moment. Here comes Arungis. Dutoy right at the front there. Well, looks like Dino Scribanti's in a big dice there with Gary Kieswetter. Ricky Jonacaro a little bit further behind as we go on board with the man in the Porsche now. Just driving over those bumps going into turn two.
Dino Scribanti late on the brakes as they go into Quarry Bend. There's a quarry right in the background there, Rob. That's why they call it Quarry.
Oh, that's
just so you know.
Very well named. Then here comes Jonathan Dutoy. He wants to pick up some vital championship points. Not in the mix for that podium position at the moment, but it must be a handful getting that Ferrari around this track using all that horsepower available. One man with no such problems at the moment is Marcel Angel. Davy Olivier, this has got to be one of the drives of the season so far from him.
We're looking out for the Aston Martin that's coming through the field. He's closing down on all these drivers. Dino Scribanti really featuring well. Now look at the speed of Davy Olivier's baby Beamer. It makes about 2,000 horsepower, this thing.
In first gear, down the back straight there. One of the better handling cars for sure around the Killarney circuit here. Looking down the field, here comes Charles Arungis. Lights on, blaring on that Aston Martin. And he's making short and quick work of all these big supercars.
Let's take a look at the replay then as we go on board here with Johnny Jonacaro. He goes into Captain corner, runs out a bit wide, spins it out, the glare through the windscreen. You can't quite see that, but that's him out in the dirt.
How cool is that steering wheel on that BMW? On board here now with the Arungis. Oh, there's no space to go through there of the two Porsches, or is there? Very wisely backing out of that. You do not want to get a scratch on that beautiful Aston Martin.
The Porsches of Dino Scribanti and Gary Kieswetter holding the Aston Martin up, but it'll only be a matter of time as they come up the short straight now. Look at the Aston Martin. He's going to blast past those two Porsches. He's got a lot of horsepower in the back, but no, he can't seem to do it. They're holding him off.
Going very defensive there. It does look like Kieswetter. Gary just doing a brilliant job at holding off the big Aston Martin, but it's only a matter of time. Here he goes. He gets a squirt coming out of the Quarry Bend there. Will he line it up on the inside? I think he'll just wait either to blast it out of the right-hander here or even onto the back straight. Coming through now. Oh, he's going to make the move there. Yes, he does. Arungis up the inside, so another one ticked off. And check out, oh, look at the big pouring flame out of the front end of the car there. I hope he's got aircon in that car, Albane Steenkamp, because that's certainly going to heat the cockpit up just a little bit.
He's in a big dice with Faisal Kutsia and Johan Hutting and Kishore Pitamba in the Ferrari just behind them. Look at that Nissan there. He's getting good drive onto the back straight.
This is a true supercar race here. We've got two BMWs, a Nissan Z and a Ferrari in battle here at the Killarney circuit. This is exactly what the crowd have paid their entry fee to come see. And check out that flame. That is just bursting out of that BMW. And there's certainly burning the fuel in that car as the Ferrari man. That is Kishore. He makes the move on the inside now and gains another position. Or does he?
Went out wide. The Nissan goes out wide. Hutting onto the grass. And he just holds onto it. Behind him comes Jimmy Jonacaro in the GNH Transport Ferrari. He's closing down rapidly on that group.
Yeah, big mistake there from Hatting. He's now lost toe of that leading group just ahead of him. Oh, it looks like there's a problem for one of the BMWs there. I think that might be Faisal Kutsia with a little bit of a problem. So he drops now also behind Kishore Pitamba, who's bringing that bright red Ferrari through the field. Talking about coming through the field. Here we go. Charles Arangis, he wanted to make a race of it. He's now up into second place from the back of the grid, just past the BMW man, Davi Olivier.
I don't think Charles Arangis is going to have enough time to catch up to Marcel Angel at the front of the field. Jonathan Dutoy in the Ferrari. Resurgence. He's looked after his tyres through the race. A lot of movement on the car, but he's really coming through the field. So that's great from him. Dino Scribanti behind them in the Porsche as well. On board with Jonathan as you go down the back straight. You can see it's lights out as they fly down that straight. 260, 270 k's per hour in that beautiful Ferrari.
Yeah, Arangis now comfortably there in second place on the final lap. One more corner to go. Here comes Dutoy. He's going to try and make the move ahead of Niels Modak. I think Modak might have a jump start penalty. Oh, but Dutoy gets it all kinds of wrong going into the final turn. But I don't think he knows that Modak could potentially have a penalty that'll drop him down the field. So that could be a brilliant drive from Dutoy up into a top four. Look how close it is between Marcel Angel and Charles Arangis out front.
In third place, Davi Olivier and the baby beamer, Jonathan Dutoy, Dino Scribanti, Gary Kieswetter, Ricky Jonakoran and Blunden in eighth.
Let's catch up then with Gianni in his brand new BMW Z4.
It's a new car, it's fantastic, it goes well. Some teething issues, but it's been a lengthy process trying to get it sorted out. But we're nearly there, and unfortunately I think we lost the head gaskets in race one. So, it puts us out for today, but I'm really grateful. My team have put together a nice car for me. Just a big thanks to G&H Transport, Ichukachini Logistics, and my mechanics. Adam, Cole, and Johan have done a fantastic job. We'll get them at the next round.
What a performance from Marcel Angel in that beautiful Ferrari.
I wasn't sure why Charles started at the back, but I knew with him starting at the back, I would have a bit of a chance if I just pushed from lap one, which is what we did. Started doing consistent 11s, which is what the car's really capable of, and I know the Aston's capable of 9, so kind of worked it out. 2 seconds a lap is what he was going to catch me, but so we just pushed right until the end, and thank God we ran out of laps for Charles.
Straight into race number 2 now, and some work to be done down in the pit lane. Doesn't look like Gianni Jonakora will get that new BMW out on the track for the second heat. Some problems on that car, as we heard from him. But watch out for Charles Arangis. We'll be starting at the back of the grid again. Posted the fastest time in the morning's qualifying. Runs about 2 seconds a lap faster. So can he get close to Marcel Angel in race number 2?
109's during qualifying. That's what he's aiming for. Once again, the baby beamer around the outside. Oh, this is going to be so tight. Out front, though, it's Marcel Angel in the beautiful Ferrari. I've said that once or twice. You might have noticed, Rob.
Yeah.
It is really a beautiful car. Not a great start from Jonathan Dutoy. Actually, he's straight up into third place. That's brilliant driving through turn number 1.
Yeah, much better start there, and we're going to have to see a little bit just behind him there. Dino Scribanti, Kieswetter, they're going to carry on with their battle there. Charles Arangis, he's already made up about 4 or 5 places, so that extra 2 seconds of pace really going to try and get up. He wasn't too happy at finishing second in race number 1. Can he go one better here in race number 2? He's once again stuck behind a couple of Porsches, but he'll make easy work of them coming through here now.
Lucky number 13 on that Aston Martin. Look at the speed of that car as they go down towards the Malmesbury bend. It is so fast. It's got the right tyres. It's got right everything on that car. Car number 77 just behind him. That is Ant Blunden in that Porsche. Now down the back straight. We'll watch that Aston Martin fly down there. Third place, Jonathan Dutoy. He'll be looking to pass the baby beamer as soon as he can.
You can see Marcel Angel is just trying to extend as much of a lead as possible out front, because he knows that Charles Arangis has got the extra pace coming through the field. So if he can extend that lead, he might have a chance at picking up the race 2-1 again.
Just look at the championship positions. Charles Arangis, if he does win this race, might actually be leading the championship overall. Don't forget, Rob, we've got different categories within this group. Charles Arangis and Marcel Angel are driving in the A Supercars, A+. Jonathan Dutoy and Dino Scribanti in Class A cars. So they're scoring points individually. And then leading the Class Bs is Gary Kieswetter. Class C is Lee Henry Goby leading that category. And also Jimmy Jonakara is lying third in that class.
Oh, here comes Charles Arangis. He's really making easy work of this field now. He does not want to get better this time by Marcel Angel at front. Jonathan Dutoy, a much better start. He's right on the tailpipes there now of Davi Olivier in the baby beamer. But look a little bit further back. There is the Aston Martin. So it's only a matter of time, and he's got the pace now to certainly close down on Angel out front and pick up this win.
on the back straight. He doesn't even go for the toe from Dino Scribanti. He goes round the outside, headlights are blazing as they go down to Cape Town corner. He's so late on the brakes. But Scribanti, he doesn't back out of it. He thinks he's in with a chance as well. But how sporting of Charles Ranges to make a race of this. The crowd are absolutely loving what they're seeing out on the track.
And like you said, a brilliant initiative by Western Province Motorsport to let the fans get up and close with that beautiful Aston Martin. How many times or how many opportunities do people get to see a car like that? And indeed, this one out front of Marcel Angel. Angel must be getting the pit board.
He's
telling
going
him
to do it, Rob. He's way too far back. I mean, there's no way as he goes past Jonathan du Toit up into Quarry Bend. That's turn number 2. But to me, it looks like he's left it too far. Charles Ranges, I don't think will close up on Marcel Angel at this point. Jimmy Jonakara runs off the track. That's at turn 1. He's down to 3rd now in Class C, so lost a position there.
Looking a little bit further down the field, great drive from Ant Blundell. He's up into 6th place, but here comes now Ranges. He's gone on, like you said, he just picks that line that he wants. It's the Aston Martin line down the back straight, and he's made it up into
the
third
Ferrari
place.
Bouncing on the brakes. Marcel Angel is trying ever so hard. Round the outside of the baby bean of Davy Olivier goes Charles Ranges with the Aston Martin. I just can't see that he's going to close that much gap on the track to win this race overall. It is a 15-lap race though, so he might just I'm looking at the lap times right now, 1 minute 10s versus 1 minute 12s.
Jimmy Jonakara now coming through the field there. He's just got ahead of Johan Hutting, trying to close down on Kishua Patamba after that mistake in turn 1. And here we go out front. You said he couldn't do it, but Charles Ranges with a couple of laps remaining, I think he's got enough pace.
That is unbelievable. He has closed down 2.5 seconds on that lap. It does look like Marcel Angel has a problem on the brakes with the Ferrari. You'll notice the car is diving all over the place. It could be tyre wear or just suspension setup. Now into damps. Now this is a very bumpy section of track. Look at that Aston Martin. It is glued to the racetrack with those big fat tyres of those Pirellis that he's got on there.
Dave, I think Marcel Angel is just trying everything he can. He's getting, Davy Olivier out of the podium contention. That's promoted Jonathan du Toit now up into 3rd place. And that's exactly what he would have wanted for his championship. Here we go.
Outside.
Aston Martin versus Ferrari. And Angel is not giving up this without a fight.
Aston Martin on the outside. Charles Ranges got the drive. Around the outside again, up against the pit wall. Jonathan du Toit, as you say, promoted to 3rd place. He's just ahead of Dino Scribanti on the track.
And Dave, that shot of Marcel Angel and Charles Ranges side by side coming onto straight. Here we go once again. That is worth the entry ticket alone. You do not want to be touching those two beautiful. You can hear the crowd holding their breath as the drivers go through turn 1. Angel is going to have to let it go. Ranges around the outside. That is brave stuff. And that is exactly what the crowd want to see on the final lap.
There'll be yellow flags here. Don't forget Davy Olivier's car's on the side of the track. Yellow flags are going to be careful through here. Marcel Angel had to back out of that one. No overtaking there, but I don't think he had any chance anyway of overtaking that Aston Martin. Look at that car. It is just unbelievable. The Ferrari, what a great sound from the Ferrari. The big V10 Aston Martin, though, just has the horsepower advantage. Great drive from Jonathan du Toit. Trans-Africa Racing Ferrari, car number 34 in 3rd place. Fantastic drive. Just behind him, though, Dino Scribanti is keeping him honest.
Yeah, so here we go. We got Aston Martin out front. We got a Ferrari in 2nd. Then we've got a Ferrari in 3rd, followed by a Porsche. So that is truly a supercar lineup. I'm just having a look in the background there. My eyes are not as good as they used to be, but that's a red flag. Yep, red flag is out. That's obviously for the Davy Olivier incident with that car parked on the side. So that will be an overall result. Charles Ranges from the back of the grid to pick up the overall win ahead of Marcel Angel, Jonathan du Toit, and Dino Scribanti rounding out your top 4. Let's go catch up then with the Aston Martin man at Charles Ranges.
Can't complain. From this morning, we had a great qualifying, fastest I've ever done around here. Actually got 2nd, which was refreshing, let's put it like that. Davy, he put in such a stellar lap. Unfortunately broke, so decided to run both races from the back to give the spectators a bit of a good viewing. So